Hi, the Nutt here.
And Rettthebest. We are here to watch the second half of the first episode of Black Butler Book of Murder.
Yes.
Do you remember what happened in the first half?
Not exactly.
Okay.
Something... Actually, no. I fell asleep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
Sitting up, I fell asleep.
There was a dinner party.
Yes, I do remember that.
That CL was ordered to host.
By the Queen.
Because she was mad at him.
Mm-hmm.
For what happened at the end of Book of Circus.
Yes.
And they... CL went to bed, and everybody else was in the billiards room, and their guest of honor got drunk, and they
was murdered.
And was murdered. Yeah.
They put him to bed, and he was murdered.
Yes. He called for a maid, and just when they got there, he screamed and was murdered. It was a locked door mystery.
Mm-hmm.
Now, since CL is the only one without an alibi...
They blamed him for the death.
Yes, and he is...
currently chained to the bed with...
The author.
Yes.
Arthur. The author, Arthur.
Yes. Also known as Arthur Conan Doyle.
Conan.
Conan Doyle?
I think so.
However you freaking pronounce
Sir
it.
Arthur Conan Doyle.
Yes.
Because he was technically knighted, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But
not in this video.
No. He had just sold, or not just sold, but he had only sold one book. The Study in Pink, Sherlock Holmes. A little bit of trivia. In real life, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle hated Sherlock Holmes.
Really?
And so at one point he kills off Sherlock, trying to get out of having to write those books.
Oh, wow.
But the public raised such an outcry over it that he had to contrive some way to bring him back to life.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, people, we love you. We need more subscribers.
I don't need more subscribers so much as I need more people who view on a regular basis.
Okay.
These ones here get like 2 or 3 views.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
So,
on with the show.
We are starting at time 31:08.
All right.
Ready?
Yes.
What do you think's going to happen?
I'm not sure.
And your guess was that Mr. Gray killed him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You still stand by that?
Christopher Gray. Or
Charles.
Charles Gray. Yes. Because he's the only one with the know-how that I can figure out.
Doctor. Please, I need you to wake up now.
What? Good morning, my lord.
Something is wrong. I don't know what, but I'm sure of it. It's long past time for Sebastian
10
to
o'clock?
wake me, but he hasn't come. That is unheard of.
If I may come in, master.
Tanaka.
I apologize. My tardiness is inexcusable.
Tanaka, why are you here? Where's Sebastian?
What the devil is going on in this place?
How dreadful.
Well, this is a shock I never would have expected.
Whatever will we tell the young master?
Master, we...
Sebastian. Wait, master, you don't want to go any farther, I promise. Just listen to us so I give the orders around
I like
here.
the flower on his hat.
That's quite enough. Quit this play acting. I can't imagine you're very comfortable lying there like that. You've had enough fun for one day, but the charade is over.
I'm so sorry.
Just stop this. I know you can hear me. I'm telling you to wake up.
Damn it! My lord!
This is an order. You will wake up immediately. You think you can ignore my orders? Who gave you permission to die? I won't allow it. Wake up at once!
Young master. Please stop. It's time to leave him be. He's gone now. Sebastian is dead.
Impossible. It can't be. You're not dead, are you, Sebastian? You can't be dead. I simply won't accept it. You hear me? You aren't allowed to die. You're supposed to be with me until the very end.
His body will start to decay if we leave him here. Perhaps we should move him sooner than later.
I agree.
My lord, come with me. No, let me go. Don't leave me behind, Sebastian. Do you hear me? That's an order. An order. An order. My lord, please.
The Earl couldn't have committed this murder. He was chained to you and locked away in his room when it happened. My, how the plot thickens.
The poor boy.
Have you ever seen so much rain? Bengal doesn't get this much, even in monsoon season.
Indeed, Highness.
And we never even see a glimpse of the sun. We'll lose Vishnu's protection at this rate. I feel sure something is wrong. I don't like that we had to leave Ciel. Party or no, I'm worried about him.
All will be well, you'll see. You needn't worry. Lord Phantomhive has Sebastian, after all. He will look after his master.
Seems he's
I
had a blow
don't
to the back
know.
of the head.
No, what?
It's
That he's
possible
dead?
someone struck him from behind.
Yeah, 'cause
while he
they're
was
in the
tending
city.
fire.
And when that didn't finish him off,
And
what
they're
did
in
they
the
do?
country or
Yeah.
Stabbed
something?
him in the
Okay.
chest with a poker to make doubly sure the deed was done.
Or he made 2 different attacks without bothering to check for signs of life between. 2 blows kill more surely than 1. It's simple arithmetic.
No, I don't think so. I would wager that there were 2 separate attacks. Even if we assume that the blow to the back of the head wasn't enough to kill him, it's quite a switch to stab him in the front instead. Which is why I think...
There were 2 killers instead of 1. Yes. That does make sense.
One killer or 2, we can say this much. The attack shows no signs of hesitation or mercy. And whoever could kill that butler must have known a thing.
He ain't even cold! I don't talk like that with the master right here! He don't need to be listening to that rubbish!
Vinny! Sorry, you didn't mean no harm.
The boy does have a point, though. We should move the body. Might as well have this talk over a nice meal instead of a corpse.
Yes, I always think better on a full stomach.
Then it's settled. You servants clear that ghastly thing away. And when that's done, see to breakfast, won't you?
Right.
And see to breakfast. Move a body and see to breakfast. That.
Those 2 have the right of it. Take Sebastian to the cellar. I apologize for losing control. We don't blame you.
Not at all!
Tanaka. Sebastian won't be coming back. I shall need you to take his place as my butler. I leave management of the estate and servants in your hands. Take this pin. I'm returning it to you.
The Major Domo's pin. It brings back memories. But are you sure I'm qualified, sir? I'm no young buck anymore.
It's only until I find a replacement.
Very good, as you wish, my lord. I humbly accept this great responsibility. Now then, everyone, I'll need you to prepare the morning bath first thing. Mayrin, heat the water. Men, you will carry it up to the master's bathroom. Naturally, this is to be done after you have seen to Sebastian.
Yes, sir.
Pardon, young master, but we really should see to your attire. The head of the Phantomhives mustn't allow himself to be rattled by the death of a mere servant. It would be most unseemly, I'm afraid. I can tell you with the utmost certainty that the previous Earl would never have lost his composure over such a trifle as this.
I see you're going to be as strict as ever. Hey, old man.
Sorry.
That
We're
was
most
Theo's
fortunate
dad.
Sebastian finished all the preparations in advance.
Yes, my stomach agrees with you. Let's eat, shall we?
Wait a moment, please. Who are we missing?
But I thought we were all present. Who hasn't joined us? Oh, yes, of course, Mr. Phelps is absent.
Oh, he's so quiet, it's easy not to notice. Overindulged last night, did he?
Maybe not. I just think, with what's happened so far, we should go check his rooms. Where was he sleeping?
He didn't want to be next to Herr von Siemens' room, so we moved him to my chambers.
Mr. Phelps! Mr. Phelps, if you're in there, please answer! It's locked. We'll need the key.
Well, as my butler, Sebastian was the person in charge of the key. Only he knew where he kept it. Even I don't know where it is. And with him dead.
Best stand aside. Do you think we could hurry this up a bit? I'm still waiting on dessert.
Are you in here? Mr. Phelps?
Phelps is the banker, right?
I think so.
What is this?
Rigor mortis has already set in. He's been dead for some time. Doesn't have any visible wounds like the others. These look like puncture marks on his neck. Maybe from a needle? This could be a poisoning.
Oh, I must say you have lovely chambers, my lord.
You kid, don't rummage through my property.
So you kept this little outfit, did you? Worn it yet?
I most certainly have not. Now, as I said, you...
How
My
lovely.
father.
It sounds odd, but it's possible they were made by teeth.
A bite mark on his neck. Was he attacked by Carmilla?
Are you referring to Lithoniu's vampire character?
Yes. Have you read the book?
Surely you're not suggesting he was killed by a vampire? Preposterous! This is the 19th century! Something so unscientific can't possibly exist!
The clock reads 2:38. Most likely, Mr. Phelps broke it during his death throes. It stopped when it hit the ground.
The clock is a clue. It probably indicates the approximate time when Mr. Phelps passed away.
Yes. I think we all need to sit down together and sort some things out. Like the order in which these men were killed. And who could have been responsible.
That's a fine idea. Tanaka, show everyone to the drawing room.
I would be happy to, my lord.
Putting together everyone's accounts, we can say Herr von Siemens was killed first. That much is clear. The time of death was approximately 1:10. The second victim was Mr. Phelps, at approximately 2:38. Which just leaves Sebastian, who's the third and final victim.
Oh, really? The butler was the last to go?
Yes, it's confirmed.
That's right, it was confirmed by us. We all saw him last night.
Late last night. It was right around 2:50.
What could he possibly have wanted at that hour?
He wanted to go over some menus with me. And he told Finny to see the fireplace and stayed stoked.
And he instructed me to release a carrier owl, I suppose?
Carrier owl?
Pigeon would never be able to make it in this storm. An owl could, though. Sebastian never overlooked anything.
So what did the letter say?
I didn't read it. Wouldn't have been my place.
It's possible he was writing to the police about the murder.
That would make sense. The phones won't work in this storm.
If you'll just give me a moment, I'm creating a timeline based on the alibis supplied by everyone. Here it is. The only person who could have killed Herr von Siemens was Lord Phantomhive. Since Sebastian was the sole person with the keys to the Earl's chamber, only he could have killed Mr. Phelps. And as for Sebastian, other than the Earl and myself, basically anybody could have killed him. In other words, this proves it was impossible for one perpetrator to have committed all the murders.
So, what happened? Who killed who?
It's clear to me. If no one could have done it alone, then obviously the most likely suspects are the people who arrived as a pair.
Trapped here with a murderer, then branded as criminals ourselves, unacceptable.
Please, you must calm down, Grimsby.
Yes, calm yourself. And to make myself clear, I wasn't suggesting that the murders were done by a pair.
I've had enough. I refuse to be held here.
And where exactly will you go? Given the situation, I cannot allow you to go gallivanting about.
Lord Phantom Hive, this entire mess is your
What?
You're doing. I know about you. Yes, that's it. You had this plan from the beginning. You're to do away with us all. As the Queen's mongrel.
Woodley. There is no need to begin frothing at the mouth. Now be a good boy and sit.
I love his
You presume to
I love
give
his
me
tie
orders.
ribbon thing.
Please stop!
Ooh, go Tanaka!
You're clearly in some discomfort. I'm very sorry. But on this estate, we are not in the habit of allowing people to strike our young master. Your station does not matter to us, nor your birth, nor your age. You will be shown no mercy. It's our rule. I hope you'll keep it in mind.
What's wrong with this bloody manor? Damn you.
But how did he do that? I never even saw him move.
Oh, that? It's the Japanese art of Bartitsu, I believe.
Sorry, Baritsu? Tell me more. This is such excellent material. B-A-R.
That will do. Thank you for your assistance. And as for you, Mr. Woodley, may I safely assume that we'll meet with no further defiance on your part? Now then, back to business. The only person we're certain is innocent is Dr. Arthur. Therefore, I believe the safest and fairest way to proceed is to allow him to determine our course of action.
Me, really? Are you sure?
I'm quite sure. Does everyone find that to be agreeable?
I believe so. Seems trustworthy enough.
Yes, that sounds like an excellent proposal.
Well, that's decided. I don't think we need to worry about this storm letting up anytime soon. So, let's make certain our investigation is thorough. Don't you agree, Doctor?
My lord, you...
Yes, what is it?
He's
Never mind.
smiling.
Figured I said anything.
I couldn't say it aloud.
Hang
But he
on.
looked like a cruel imp enjoying the outcome of a trick he had played. Or a mischievous child reveling in a new game.
There we go. Now we can see his... Oh, shit.
The owl. The
Carrier owl. Oh, no. They're never going to get any help.
What will it be, then?
Oh, sorry?
We're all awaiting your orders. What shall we do?
Okay. To begin with, I'd like to take a look at the cellar, if that's all right.
Certainly, but will you tell me why?
You said that Sebastian was the only one who had a key to your chambers. I would like to see if I can locate it.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
It's so spooky down here, I wouldn't be surprised to see a ghost.
Now don't joke like that. Ghosts and ghouls aren't real. I only believe in that which I could cut with my sword.
Then perhaps you would be so kind as to release my arm.
Here we are.
Ghosts are real. We saw that in an episode, didn't we?
After this, I'll tell you a story about the kitchen
Okay.
at work.
Sorry, I must look closer. His face is wet.
Guess there must have been a leak up there. Not too surprising, really.
That seems real disrespectful, don't it? Let's move him somewhere dry.
Yes, that's a good idea. Moisture will accelerate the body's rate of decay.
Decay? Right.
I'd like to examine him, but it'll be a job taking his clothes off. Rigor mortis has made the body stiff. Let's turn him over.
No! He's not some thing. He's a person, even if he is dead. And he deserves better. He was important to us. Vinny. If you're going to behave like a child, you can leave. You're in the way.
I love Finny. He has such a big heart.
We can relocate him later. The key comes first. Doesn't seem to be on his Albert.
Maybe he wore it around his neck.
Let's take a look.
It's not there.
Where else might he have hidden it? Perhaps in his quarters?
Let's go look, shall we?
See, he has a little skull on
Here
his
we are.
ribbon.
These are Sebastian's quarters.
More spacious than I would have expected.
He might have been a servant, but he was a high-ranking one.
What do you think? Did the two of you have any ideas as to where Sebastian might have hidden a key in here?
Can't say I do. We've never been in here before.
I can't be much help either. I've only been here twice since I gave him the room.
Let's check anywhere that looks like it might be a decent place to stow valuables.
What would Sebastian have in his closet?
Skeletons.
Probably. A cat?
Cats? That beast! I did not sanction the housing of these cats! Well, look at this one! I think he likes me! Step back! Get it away from me! My allergies! What's that, Master?
I haven't come across a single personal item in here. So where is he originally from, anyway?
Dunno. He wasn't exactly the kind of guy you got chummy with. All I knew is that he was better at his job than anyone I'd ever seen. The perfect butler in every way you could think of.
I don't know nothing either. Suppose the young master might, though. No, I don't, actually. I'm as much in the dark as any of you. I don't know where he came from, what he'd done, or who he'd served. Nor was I interested to, for that matter. I simply didn't care. I would have accepted anyone at that time, provided they be loyal to me and help me to achieve my goals.
And those would be?
I think it's about time to admit defeat. We aren't going to find it in here.
Then the tour continues. Where to next?
Pardon me, everyone. We've been searching for the key to the Earl's chamber, as you know. I would like your permission to look through the rooms and belongings.
Ranmao.
Would that be all right? Naturally, the ladies will check each other's things, so propriety won't be an issue.
That sounds suitable. I don't object.
Go right ahead. Just do as you like.
Any luck?
I'm afraid not.
Oh my goodness, I really must be more careful with that.
He gave the game up yesterday when he got so protective of you. Right surprised I was.
I dare say he did. I am 12 years his elder, so we don't like to tell people. I'm sure you understand it's a trifle embarrassing.
12? No, you must be joking. You don't look it at all.
Oh my, you are too kind.
Stage performers must know every anti-aging trick in the book. Hello, what's this? No, surely not blood.
That's not how those are intended to be.
Now, mystify you up too. Oh, I'm coming.
That was an exercise in futility.
We may have to assume that Sebastian...
I love Ranmao sometimes. Other times she's
Or
just
maybe
annoying.
the murderer just threw it out the window. Given its small size and this storm, it's a fair bet we'll never find it.
Oh, look. Please, let me go out and look for it.
I would be happy to look as well.
At this point, we need any clue we can lay our hands on. Still, I can't ask...
Master, just let me do whatever I can to help. I'm not real bright, so I can't use my head to help solve the murders, but I can do other things. And if finding the key will help even a little bit, well, then I want the chance to try.
You lot can't just run up! Sorry, my lord, please excuse me.
I think I'm going to start by looking in the garden.
Right, sounds good.
What are you lackwits thinking? No chance of finding it in this weather. Get back inside. We don't even know for certain the key's out here.
But we don't know it isn't either.
Go back. You'll freeze to death out here. It just ain't worth it, okay?
Not worth it. How can you say that? None of us would be here right now if it wasn't for Sebastian.
Can you stop picking your nose while we're on camera?
We didn't have anything. No home, no friends, no freedom. Remember, the young master and Sebastian took us in and gave us all those things. And now we'll never see Sebastian again. He's gone forever.
Bobby
Enough!
pins.
Quit crying, Finny! Crying isn't going to bring him back!
Or barrettes.
I think they're barrettes.
Okay.
Alright, you two, listen up. I said listen! What did Sebastian hire us for? We guard the house and the master. Those are our primary duties. Don't forget, we can't waste time on some wild goose chase. Remember when they first brought us here? We were a lot different then. We didn't know how to do anything but kill. But we've learned a thing or two, eh? Sebastian could have done everything on his own. He didn't need our help taking care of the man.
Look at
So why do you think he spent his time teaching a bunch of gits like us? It was so that if something happened to him, the master would still have people around who could take care of things. There's just one place we should be right now, and it's not out in the rain.
Indeed. Well spoken.
Tanaka.
And do you know what Sebastian would say if he were here right now? I think he would say that a Phantom Hive servant who can't handle a minor crisis like a triple murder isn't worth his salt.
a minor crisis.
Hold on, where are you going? Easy now. I just need to fetch my supplies. I'm on a deadline with this script. I'll return shortly. Please wait a moment. Since we don't know who committed the murders, it's safest for all of us if no one goes off on his own right now.
I wholeheartedly agree. Dr. Arthur's way ensures the killer can't strike again, if he is among us.
What do you mean by that?
Well, precisely
What
what,
if you
I
need to
said. I
pee?
thought it was fairly clear.
Someone
all over
stand
the manor.
outside
Where
the
else
door.
are the
It's not of us. He could be outside, couldn't he?
I'm afraid that wouldn't explain how he could come and go at will from locked rooms, or how he can wander about the manor without leaving muddy footprints behind.
We can't write something off just because we can't explain it. There could be a
What the
13th
hell
man
is
at the heart
going
of this
on with the
crime.
No, that's preposterous.
I don't know.
Absolutely impossible. Stop wasting our time.
I think not. On the contrary,
You know,
my good man, in this world it is the absolutes which are
they could
impossible.
have
At this very moment, there
had
could be
hid
someone
their
lurking
boots and
around
walked around the
manor
manor
ready to
barefooted.
overturn all of your absolutes, waiting in the shadows for the
That
chance
is
to kill
true.
us all. Why, he could be biding his time just on the other side of that door.
Simply ridiculous. I don't know who would believe such utter poppycock.
Master! We've apprehended a suspect! Come on then, get him in here.
You mean there really is a 13th man? Where has he been hiding?
Quite unexpected.
Wait, who is this man? Is he really our killer?
And so you reveal yourself at last, you denizen of the shadows, doer of dastardly deeds. I must admit, even I'm a bit surprised. So, who are you anyway?
13 again.
I believe the Earl can tell you.
Been a while, Jeremy. How are you?
Another surprise. You know this old fellow, my lord?
Old, is it?
Yes, indeed I do. This man is the Vicar Jeremy Rathbun. A beloved
Vicar,
counselor
that's like
in
a
his
priest,
local
right?
church. He's become rather well known for his good deeds.
Do call me Jeremy. No need to stand on ceremony with me.
Really?
Yep.
Some gum. Some gum.
Okay.
Meaning son of a gun.
I know. So, what do you think?
Wow. If he's not the murderer, then who the hell is?
Well, he's a priest, sort of.
Christian Grey? Is that Christopher Grey?
Charles.
Okay, Charles Grey. Okay.
Okay, so you don't think he's the killer? No?
Uh-uh.
What changed your mind?
The puncture marks on the neck.
Oh. So you think that it is a vampire?
Maybe.
So which one of those people is the vampire?
It would have been Sebastian.
Sebastian's a demon, not a vampire.
I know, but he's the only one that can change his teeth
Yeah.
to make it look like a
Yeah,
vampire.
but do we know if he's poisonous?
No,
If
we
he's
don't.
Venomous.
We don't.
So, who killed Sebastian?
I have no idea. But I'm not sure who the killer is right now.
Yeah. What do you think of the priest or whoever it was?
Oh, God. He seems nice.
They're like 30 seconds ahead of him.
Yeah.
Could he be the killer?
He could. But at this point, anything is possible. I doubt he's the killer.
Okay.
Because he's a priest.
I mean, there is a vampire priest in Helsing. So, you know.
Yeah, but...
Different universe, I know, but...
Yeah, it's not exactly, dropping any big clues at this point to me.
Okay, so you have no idea?
No.
What do you think that red liquid was that Mei Ren found?
I think it's like a perfume.
You think it's a perfume?
Because it was in a perfume bottle.
Yeah.
A modern, like, our time. 2018. Yeah. Perfume bottle. From what I could tell.
So you think it's perfume?
Yeah. But then again, I could be wrong.
A bright red perfume.
Or it could be blood.
That's what Mei Ren thinks it is.
Mm-hmm. And it could be stage blood.
Could.
And she was helping Sebastian.
You think that the opera singer was helping Sebastian?
Fake his own death.
So you think Sebastian faked his death?
Yes. To help find the murderer.
Could. So you think he just, like, abandoned Theo?
Not exactly abandoned him.
Think he's watching from the shadows?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you think of the owl?
That poor owl, he didn't do a damn thing wrong.
Who do you think killed the owl?
Charles Gray's companion.
The other Charles?
Yeah. There's 2 Charleses.
2.
2.
This is like the same as the middle finger in...
Oh.
in some countries.
Sorry. I had no clue.
Which is actually funny because I think it's Taylor Swift, but there's a music video where it's like, I'm 22!
Double flip off!
22! I feel like 22! I'm like, really? Good thing it's in America, not Britain.
Otherwise, she might be...
I'm 11!
Woo! Alright, people.
Okay. So, are you liking this season?
Yes.
Makes you think?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Rettthebest.
Oh, like, comment, subscribe, share, and
if you have a question for a Q&A, please ask it below.
And point at the eye for more videos.
Point at the eye.
Click on the eye, sorry.
Click on the eye.